This message will shake your soul. A wave of truth is rushing toward your home. This time, it cannot be hidden. The person who once pretended to love you is about to be exposed in the most painful way. For days, the heavens have tried to prepare your heart, but today is not just another ordinary day. Something is heading toward your door, not in the form of a persona but in the shape of a message soaked in betrayal. You've trusted too much, and now justice is arriving with heartbreaking clarity. Archangel Micheal says this news was supposed to remain buried forever. Someone from your past, the one you gave everything to, is about to be unmasked. They are the very source of your delayed blessings and stolen peace. You may have already felt something in your spirit, a heaviness, a tear, a pull in your chest. That's not your imagination, that's divine warning. What's coming is meant to wake you up and set you free from a cycle that's been draining you. Comment below if you've felt the shift this week. A broken bar. Archangel Micheal says, this person tried to destroy you silently. They smiled in your face and mocked you behind your back. But heaven took note of every moment, and now the heavens are turning the tables. A shocking letter or a message is coming, a one that reveals how far this person went to damage your name. They thought no one would find out, but your angels intercepted their plan, and now the truth is being rerouted straight to your doorstep. Your home is no longer a place of peace because of the energy this person once brought into your life. It still lingers, but not for long. Archangel Micheal says it's time to cleanse your space and guard your spirit because spiritual warfare is at your door. You will be shocked by the name, the face, the timing. This heartbreak was delayed, not denied, and now it's coming with full force so you can finally release it and move forward. If your chest feels tight right now, it's because your spirit is remembering something your mind has forgotten. A broken bar. You trusted them. You believed in their words even when your heart whispered something was wrong. Now, their actions will speak louder than ever. This heartbreaking truth is not coming to hurt you, it's coming to free you. Sometimes, you must break in order to rebuild, and that's what Archangel Micheal is preparing you for. The moment you read this, you may start remembering details that never made sense. That's divine recall. You are being pulled into a full awakening. And once you see the truth, you cannot unsee it. A knock, a phone call, a forwarded message, yes, something is coming, and when it arrives, you will know this message was never meant to scare you but to prepare you. Say I receive truth in the comments if you're ready to know what's been hidden. Your intuition was right all along. That person played a role in your delay, whether financially, emotionally, or spiritually. They tampered with your future, not just your present. Archangel Micheal says, the heartbreaking news is not that they betrayed you, it's that they smiled while doing it, but they're no longer protected by their lie. So the shield of secrecy is cracking. There are whispers about you right now. Some people know what's about to be revealed, and they're afraid you'll finally rise when you hear it. They know once the truth hits your ears, the chains will break. You were the light in that person's dark world, and instead of honoring you, they tried to snuff you out. That's the weight you've been carrying unknowingly, but the burden ends today. If tears come while reading this, don't hold them back, they are unlocking you. This heartbreak will not destroy you, it will make you impossible to break again, because once you've been shattered by betrayal and survived, you become a warrior. Archangel Micheal says someone in your circle already knows this truth but hasn't had the courage to tell you. Watch them closely. They hesitate when certain names are spoken. They look down when your story is mentioned. This heartbreak might involve someone you once called family, someone who knew your secrets and used them against you. But the tables are turning. You are being lifted, and they are being stripped. Don't ignore the small signs of the strange dreams. The awkward silences, the unspoken tension. These are divine clues that a major reveal is coming soon. Comment reveal it all if you're ready to face the truth and take your power back. Your silence has been mistaken for weakness, But Archangel Micheal says your silence was protection. It gave heaven enough time to work behind the scenes. This heartbreak is not your ending, it's your beginning. You are not the victim of this story, you're the survivor who is about to be crowned. The very same people who whispered lies about you will soon speak your truth louder because they'll have no choice. The truth will be louder than their hate. Archangel Micheal says the one who hurt you is about to feel the same loneliness they caused. Karma doesn't forget addresses, but your job is not revenge, it's rising. When this news comes, don't spiral, don't react the way they expect you to. Let heaven deal with them. You, chosen one, are being elevated. If you've been feeling anxious, sleepless, and spiritually on edge, a broken bar, this is why. You don't need to chase apologies. You don't need to seek closure. Heaven is delivering, both wrapped in truth and covered in divine justice. This person is going to be shocked when you don't crumble. They've prepared for your breakdown. What they didn't prepare for was your breakthrough. Archangel Micheal says, you were not easy to break up, but they tried anyway. They underestimated your resilience. They laughed too soon. But the final chapter is not written by them, it's written by God, and this heartbreak will end in glory. You are stepping into your power, into truth, into healing. Soon, they will wish they had treated you better, not because of guilt, but because of what they're about to lose. See a broken bar and what you're about to gain. If you believe the season of lies is ending, comment truth is my power. Heaven didn't reveal this earlier because your heart wasn't ready. But now, your spirit has matured, and you can handle it. You are not the same version of yourself who was once easily shaken. This message came as confirmation. It came to prepare you so you aren't blindsided when the name is spoken or the story leaks. Archangel Micheal is by your side, holding your heart steady. You don't need all the details right now, but you needed this moment to know it's real, to know you're not imagining it. To know you're not crazy. You were betrayed, and you survived. Be still, don't rush. The reveal is near, and when it comes, it will be loud, undeniable, and healing all at once. Archangel Micheal says, the heartbreak was premeditated, but only because the healing will bring your power back tenfold. The moment is coming fast. You'll feel it before it knocks. You'll know it when your body tightens, your breath pauses, and your soul recognizes the arrival of justice. Archangel Micheal wants you to light a candle, cleanse your space, and protect your peace. What's arriving may sting for a moment, but it will free you for a lifetime. From this heartbreak will rise a stronger, wiser, more powerful you. You don't need revenge. You just need truth. And truth is already on its way. Let the one who hurt you watch you rise. That's your justice. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The storm may be emotional, but the calm afterward will be divine. Archangel Micheal says your soul has cried for too long, hoping someone would just tell you the truth. That hope is no longer a wish, it's now a divine appointment. This message wasn't meant for everyone. Only the chosen one who has endured years of silence, confusion, and unexplained sorrow will recognize it, because the pain that's coming is already something you've tasted before. The name that will be revealed might come from a source you never expected, maybe through a slip of the tongue, an overheard conversation, or a message left open by mistake. But however it arrives, it's the key to your deliverance. Archangel Micheal says, you've carried their burden on your back long enough. You've protected the image of someone who never truly protected your heart. But now, the image is cracking, and the mirror will show that rather clearly, painfully, completely. If you feel your energy shifting, comment I'm ready for divine closure. They thought your silence was approval. They believed your forgiveness meant you forgot. But Archangel Micheal reveals that divine justice doesn't forget, it just waits for the appointed time, and that time is now. This heartbreaking news will leave you in tears, but it won't leave you in ruin. You've outgrown the betrayal. You've outlasted the lies. You've evolved beyond their manipulation. They are still stuck in the version of you they thought they could break, but the new version of you has spiritual armor, and this armor cannot be pierced by false words, fake apologies, or temporary remorse. Let them speak, let them run, let them hide. None of it will stop what heaven is revealing to you. The angels are stepping in, they're removing masks, they're pulling down curtains. Comment I am covered if you know angels are already surrounding your space. Archangel Micheal says, this betrayal tried to silence your destiny, but now, the silence is over. Your voice will return, your fire will rise, and your peace will roar louder than your pain. You may not receive the full truth from their mouth, but you will hear it from the divine source that has never lied to you. You will see it in evidence that cannot be denied. The truth is not hiding anymore, it's running toward you. You may feel like collapsing when it first hits you. That's okay, but don't stay down, because the enemy rejoices when you fall but trembles when you stand up again stronger. This is your warning and your preparation. Pack up the version of you that once needed answers, apologies, and explanations. What's coming will give you something more powerful than all of freedom. If you're claiming emotional freedom today, comment freedom is mine now. Archangel Micheal says the person who hurt you is now afraid of your awakening. Their power over you was never real, it only existed in your silence. Now that you're awakening, their grip is broken. You are no longer theirs to manipulate. You are no longer under their spell. Your eyes are opening and your heart is strengthening with every word of truth. The pain they caused you didn't end with one act. It spread through your relationships, your confidence, your trust in others, but that cycle ends now. This heartbreaking news will put things in place. You'll suddenly understand why certain relationships didn't work out, why some doors closed, why you were always left questioning your worth. The answer was not about you, it was about the seed of betrayal planted by someone you loved deeply and trusted blindly. Comment I am no longer blind if this message is unlocking something within. From this moment on, you will stop blaming yourself. That's what Archangel Micheal wants. No more guilt, no more shame, no more "what did I do wrong?" Because you did nothing wrong. You gave, you loved, you tried, you forgave. But now, the heartbreak is not here to break you, it's here to remind you how powerful your love truly is, and how dangerous it is to those who took it for granted. The one who hurt you will witness your healing, and that will be their punishment. They will see your glow return, your spirit ignite, your favor restored. This pain may sting, but it is purifying. This news may break your heart, but it will open your eyes. This betrayal may burn, but it is the fire that forges your new beginning. If this message speaks deeply to your soul, comment I rise from the ashes. Archangel Micheal says the heartbreak is divinely allowed so you never settle again for less than you deserve. You will never again allow someone to play with your heart and confuse it as love. A lesson is being completed. A karmic cycle is being closed. A divine reset is happening in your life. This isn't punishment, it's preparation for the peace you've been denied for too long. The person who betrayed you will eventually realize that they destroyed the best thing that ever happened to them, but by then, you will be so far gone in grace, they'll never be able to reach you again. There is power in your pain, there is glory in your healing, and there is destiny in your hands that no betrayal can stop. This is not the end of your story. This is the moment your real story begins. Archangel Micheal says, you were not created to be broken, you were created to be reborn. So when the message arrives as a broken bar, when the words shake you a broken bar, when the truth knocks on your door, stand tall. Do not shrink. You are protected, you are covered, you are rising, and the person who hurt you, they've just activated your next level. Don't be afraid to cry, but don't ever be afraid to heal. The most heartbreaking message is the one that opens the door to your miracle. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You don't even realize how powerful this heartbreak is going to be, not because it'll destroy you, but because it will reveal you. Archangel Micheal says this is the final layer of illusion falling off your life. You were surrounded by someone who wore a mask, and now that mask is melting in the fire of truth. You were destined to find out eventually, but heaven waited until you were strong enough to carry it, not just emotionally, but spiritually. And now, as this energy shifts and the veil lifts, you will no longer tolerate half-love, silent manipulation, or emotional games. They used your heart as a playground, but they didn't know it was holy ground. The pain they inflicted has echoed into your destiny, but now, the echo is returning to them. Archangel Micheal says your tears have been counted, and not one has gone unnoticed. There's a reason your sleep has been interrupted. There's a reason you've been feeling anxious for no clear cause. That's your soul preparing for the unveiling of something your heart knew but your mind couldn't yet accept. If you're ready to step fully into the truth, comment "no more illusions." Archangel Micheal says this heartbreak was never your fault. They wounded you because they couldn't match your light. They lied because your truth terrified them. They betrayed you because your loyalty reminded them of what they lack. But now the angels are bringing balance. The scales are tipping. Those who tried to hurt you in the dark will be exposed in broad daylight. The words they spoke behind closed doors are now echoing in places they never expected. You may receive a phone call, a message, a visit. Don't be afraid. What they meant for destruction will be turned into your divine elevation. You're not being destroyed, you're being delivered. And when that message lands, so when that doorbell rings, remember this moment. Remember that you are already warned. That you are already shielded. That you are already winning. If you believe no weapon formed against you shall prosper, comment "victory is mine." This person wanted you to feel small. They played games with your mind, twisted your words, and walked away like nothing ever happened. But Archangel Micheal says, they are now haunted by your name. You gave your love purely, and that's why heaven is fighting for you fiercely. You stayed silent when you could have screamed. You stayed kind when you could have become cruel. And now, your reward is arriving in the form of undeniable truth. The heartbreak will only last a moment, but the healing it unlocks will bless you for generations. You are not just rising, you are being rebuilt. You don't need their validation anymore. You don't need their apology, because what heaven is giving you is bigger than anything they could ever offer you. If you're stepping into your divine reward, comment "I choose my future over my past." This is the divine shift. You will wake up one morning and no longer feel the pull toward the one who wounded you. That emotional tie is being severed. The soul contract is being revoked. Archangel Micheal says you're not just moving an eye, you're being lifted up, and soon, you'll look at their betrayal and feel nothing but freedom. That's what this message is preparing you for. This person underestimated you, but worse, they underestimated the God who protects you, and now, their actions are being revealed in full light. Let the heartbreak come, let it speak, let it burn through what's false. Because what will remain afterward is only truth, only love, only purpose. Comment "let the truth come" if you're ready for the full exposure. Don't try to stop this heartbreak, it's been divinely orchestrated to liberate you. Archangel Micheal says you've been walking around carrying someone else's shadow, and now, you get to walk back into your own light. This news might catch you off guard. But what will surprise you more is how calm you feel when it arrives. That's called spiritual maturity. That's called growth. You're not just being warned, you're being equipped. You are now armed with insight, discernment, and clarity. No more confusion. No more spiritual fog. This person thought they buried you with their betrayal, but they didn't know you were a seed. And now, you're rising with roots that are unshakable. Comment "I bloom from pain" if you're rising from betrayal into beauty. Let them watch your silence turn into strength. Let them feel the shift in your energy. You don't even have to confront the evil because heaven already is. Archangel Micheal says everything done in the dark will be brought into the light, and this is the season of illumination. This is the season you realize you were never the broken, only a broken bar. They just couldn't match your wholeness. This message will mark the beginning of your transformation. No more distractions. No more toxic ties. Just divine movement, divine revelation, divine protection. So when the news arrives, and it will, do not run. Face it, and then walk away from the ashes with your crown held high. You are not here to beg for love. You are here to radiate it, and only those who can truly hold it will be allowed to stay. If this speaks to your soul deeply, say it aloud: I am walking into my divine season. This is where we end the pain, the second guessing, the overthinking. This is where your power returns. You've cried enough. You've suffered silently. Now you will rise loudly. Archangel Micheal says, prepare your heart, because the very person who hurt you the most is about to see you shine brighter than ever before. The heartbreaking news is only painful if you resist it, but if you allow it, it will birth your next level. You are not who you were when they broke you. You're wiser, stronger, fiercer, and finally, ready to walk away from anything that doesn't honor your worth. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Micheal says, the moment you receive this news, something inside you will shift permanently. It will not only bring closure, it will bring clarity. You won't cry because you're broken. You'll cry because your spirit is finally being released from a prison of lies. This person had many chances to come clean. They had opportunities to confess, to apologize, to make it right. But instead, they chose to keep you in the dark while they smiled in public like everything was fine. But heaven has a limit for how long betrayal can hide. That limit has been reached now. What was hidden for years is now being pushed to the surface. And no Onya, absolutely no Onya can stop this divine exposure. You will begin to see people fall away from your life without warning. That is protection, not punishment. Archangel Micheal says the heartbreak may arrive disguised as a loss, but behind it is a massive redirection. If you're ready to be redirected by the divine, comment "Take me where I'm truly meant to be." That person who hurt you, they're already being haunted by what's coming, the exposure, the consequences, the silence from you. It all terrifies them more than you realize. They once believed you would never find out, but what they forgot is that you are covered by heavenly forces who reveal what is hidden in perfect timing. They thought this day would never come. They thought you'd keep carrying the weight of their betrayal. But Archangel Micheal says you are laying it down today. You don't need revenge. You don't need to prove anything. The pain will speak for itself. The truth will echo louder than your silence ever could. If you believe the truth is stronger than pain, comment "The truth is louder now." Prepare yourself for unexpected revelations, things said about you that will shock you, conversations you were excluded from, secrets kept behind your back. You'll be tempted to rage, to retaliate, but Archangel Micheal is asking you to stand still, because the angels are doing what you never could have. They are speaking on your behalf in spiritual courts. Your energy will no longer be drained by confusion. You will no longer be entangled in someone else's deception. This heartbreak is cutting a spiritual cord that had tied you to pain for far too long, and in its place, peace, so pure, so powerful, so holy you'll wonder why you ever tried to hold on to that person in the first place. Comment "Peace is replacing my pain." If your spirit is finally ready to rest, let them be shocked at your glow up. Let them watch your joy return. Let them sit in the silence of your absence, because what they never realized is that once you awaken, you never go back. Archangel Micheal says your future will be loud with laughter, full of open doors, and overflowing with divine favor, not despite the betrayal but because of it. That heartbreak was the storm that watered your new beginning, and now, the roots of your destiny are deeper than ever. So don't fear the news, don't fear the message, Don't fear the face of truth. It is your liberation disguised as pain. You are no longer a victim of their story. You are the author of your own. If this part speaks to your soul, whisper aloud, I am no longer their prisoner, I am my own protector. What comes next will surprise you. Not just the heartbreak, but the flood of support, unexpected blessings, and doors opening out of nowhere. People will show up to tell you things they've been hiding. Opportunities will return that once vanished. Even your body will feel lighter, your sleep deeper, your mind clearer, because your soul will finally be unburdened. The pain will no longer rest in your chest. The anxiety will no longer swirl in your stomach. You will no longer carry the energy of someone else's sin. Archangel Micheal says, as you let this heartbreak wash over you, don't resist it, feel it, and let it pass through you, because on the other side of that wave is a stillness so powerful, it will silence every lie that ever tried to define you. If you're stepping into that stillness, comment, my soul is safe now. This heartbreak is the final test, the final fire, the final breaking of the chains, and once it happens, your enemies will no longer recognize you. You will walk differently, you will speak differently, you will attract only truth, only light, only purpose. The betrayal that tried to kill you spiritually has now backfired. What was meant to shatter you has shaped you, and soon, the very person who hurt you will be whispering your name in regret. Let them feel what it's like to lose someone who loved purely. Let them sit in the echo of your silence. Let them hear your name rising in rooms they will never enter again. If you're done chasing closure, comment, I am already whole without it. Archangel Micheal says this moment will be remembered forever, not because of the heartbreak, but because of the breakthrough it created. You will mark this day as the day you return to yourself. You don't have to forgive them today. You don't even have to talk to them again. All you need to do is release them. Release the story. Release the guilt. Release the hope that they'll change. You are not bound to their timeline. You are aligned with divine timing. You are protected. You are guided. You are chosen. And your peace is more important than their apology. If you believe peace is your new standard, comment, I choose peace over history. And when it's all done, when the truth is out, when the tears are dried, when the heartbreak becomes your teacher, you'll look in the mirror and see the real you. The one who survived, the one who grew, the one who glows. The heartbreaking news will not destroy you, it will refine you, and Archangel Micheal will be standing at your side the entire time. He is shielding your heart, whispering truth, and reminding you that no weapon formed against you shall ever succeed again. Let them come with their truth. Let the heartbreak arrive. You are not afraid anymore. You are ready. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Micheal says, you are about to witness the biggest spiritual shift of your life. This heartbreak wasn't meant to destroy your heart, it was meant to open your eyes. You've lived too long in the illusion that you needed them to be complete, but completeness was already inside you, and the strata, this shocking, soul-piercing revelation is the very thing that will wake up every gift inside of you. You'll write better, speak bolder, walk freer, because that weight, that heartbreak, that hidden pain it was never yours to carry. You were never meant to bear the shame of their lies. You were never meant to walk through life second-guessing your worth because of their silence. The burden of betrayal is not your identity, it was just part of your awakening. If you're ready to embrace your full identity, say, I am reclaiming myself. You will start to feel your confidence returning, slowly at first, but then, like a flood, your inner light will come bursting through every dark place they tried to dim. That person who hurt you, they're already regretting it, they feel it in their sleep, they see you in their thoughts, and they know a broken bar they lost someone they could never replace. But this is not about their regret anymore, this is about your resurrection. Archangel Micheal says, from this moment forward, your life will not be built on brokenness but on boldness, bold truth, bold faith, Bold love, bold boundaries. You will no longer apologize for how deeply you feel. You will no longer shrink to keep others comfortable. The pain you felt was the price of your transformation. If you're no longer playing small, comment "I have outgrown their betrayal." What's coming for you will overshadow what's leaving. Love that feels safe, friendship that's loyal, wealth that brings peace, opportunities that match your purpose, and peace that is not shaken by the chaos of others. This heartbreak is simply a closing door. Behind it is a hallway of divine transition, and at the end of that hallway, a door only you are allowed to open. Let this be the last time you give your heart to someone who only wanted to borrow it. Let this be the last time you cry yourself to sleep over someone who already made peace with hurting you. Let this be the beginning of your divine evolution. If you're stepping fully into this new chapter, comment "I'm walking through my divine door." Archangel Micheal says, this message was your lifeline. You could have scrolled past it, you could have skipped it, but your spirit knew it was meant for you. Now don't waste this warning. Take the signs seriously, listen to the nudges, pay attention to what's being revealed, trust what your soul is telling you, even if your mind is trying to argue with it. You've already stayed too long, you've already forgiven too many times, you've already silenced yourself for their comfort. Not anymore. This heartbreak is your permission slip to finally choose yourself. If you're done abandoning yourself, whisper this: "I return to me now." You're not hard to love, you're not too emotional, you're not overreacting, you're just no longer willing to tolerate fake love, half-effort, and spiritual manipulation. This message arrived because heaven is not playing about your heart anymore. Archangel Micheal says, your life is about to reflect your worth. No more crumbs, no more confusion, only clarity, elevation, and truth. So when the person who hurt you is finally exposed, when the message arrives, when the silence breaks, when the truth echoes through your walls, do not shatter. Smile, because now broken bar you finally know, you finally see, and you're finally free. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.